What's up everyone, Ronnie Chavez here with my third episode of World of Street Stunts News, and I'm here with my good friend Austin Farmer, known as the Parkour Shooter. He's actually been doing vlogging for a while and has grown a lot. You're up to 35,000 subscribers now?
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, that's awesome. Like, tell us a little bit about your channel.
Well, Ronnie actually made an episode, or made a YouTube video called, what was it, like Go Outside and Train or something like that?
Yeah, just go outside and train.
And then I just been watching a lot of vlogs lately, and then I saw that video and I was like, well, I've been super lazy, so I'm just gonna go out, train. I made a vlog of that whole thing, and that was my first vlog, and then it just sparked into what it is now. So if you want to see like what parkour athletes do on a daily basis, what Calen and I, sometimes Ronnie, do, my channel is definitely worth a check.
Yeah, check out his channel. Super awesome. He has really high quality videos and vlogs, and I'm super impressed. So I brought him on so we can just have some discussion about some of the news and topics we'll be talking to you about today. And so let's jump right into it. First thing we're going to talk about is a previous event that happened, was it last week, with Tit Jam?
Yeah, Tit Jam.
Yeah, and actually Austin, my brother, and Calen were able to make it out to that. I wasn't able to go, but what was your experience like there?
It was super awesome. Tit Jam never disappoints. If you're looking for something that's just completely community based and just a week to kind of let things off your chest, Tit Jam is excellent, and we raised over $7,000 for breast cancer.
Yeah.
So Tit Jam, huge success. Or Jump Fest.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Ton of cool videos came out from there. I'll actually link in the description to Austin's videos to that event, because he got a bunch of awesome footage from the competitions and everything there. So you guys should check that out. I'm sure some of you made it.
And also, I will be making a full-on video of that Tit Jam vacation and posting it on the YGT channel. So that will be out in the next week or two, so stay tuned for that.
Alright, so an upcoming event I wanted to let you know about that's actually local here to Utah, and it's a smaller event, just something I set up recently with my dad. But I've gotten a lot of messages and comments from people about kids who struggle getting their parents to support them doing parkour because they think it's too dangerous or crazy and reckless. And so me and my dad, I kind of grew up with a supportive dad, and he actually started learning parkour himself. So we set up this jam where kids can come and bring their parents, and the focus is kind of to teach parents and adults how parkour can relate to anyone and the benefits of it, and to just hopefully teach people of all different ages to learn parkour. And anyone is welcome to come and join and watch, but I'll have information for this event in the description. But it's August 13th. It's going to be Liberty Park in Salt Lake. So yeah, if you're in town, be sure to check it out. Drum roll. So recently we found out about the Redbull Art of Motion audition finalists, and so I'm going to list those off here and show little segments of their videos, and you can also check out each of their audition videos in the description below. So first up was Phosky, Pedro Gómez, and then second we had Joey Adrian, and then third Pedro Salgado.
And then number four, we have
our good friend
Calen.
He was on last week's, or 2 weeks ago, episode, and super awesome athlete. You guys know who he is. He's awesome. And then for the women, we had first Sydney OIson, second Luci Romberg, and third Lynn Jung.
Yeah, I think it's Jung.
Lynn Jung. Okay, cool. So check out their videos. I'm excited to see them competing in the Redbull Art of Motion.
Or is it Lynn Jung?
Lynn Jung?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out when someone corrects us in the comments. So Austin, what did you think of that Parkour EDU video?
Basically explains what we're actually about in parkour and free running. And I just think it's really awesome that they're developing a system.
Yeah.
Just help teach parkour and free running, and they seem to understand what the actual values are and what's important to us about this sport.
Yeah, the first half of the video does a really good job just expounding upon, the practicality of parkour and how awesome it is, you know, for anyone. And so once again, going back to like the reason my dad and I are hosting this jam, this video does a good job of just reaching people who may have just seen parkour as an extreme sport or just, you know, not fully understood what it is. So be sure to check out that video and find out more about them in the description.
Parkour is a lifestyle, not a sport.
Yeah.
Well, it is a sport, but mostly a lifestyle.
So our featured fan video for today's episode is actually from the Philippines. I got sent this cool video to my email called Bacalod City, Philippines 2016. It's really cool because it's kind of a community video of all the guys out there. And
I found the video to be edited pretty well. It reminds me a little bit of old school parkour videos with the hint of just kind of a modern type of movement. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, they had some clean movement and also threw down some really sick tricks, so check it out. Alright, so I wanted to talk about a cool, inspiring story video I came across this last week from a guy named Payton Hanna. And what's cool is he actually was born blind, and now he does parkour, and he still doesn't have perfect vision. He's like, I don't know how he does it, but you should watch the video if you want to learn all about that. But apparently you met him at Tit Jam, which is really cool.
I totally met him at Tit Jam. Super awesome guy. He was familiar with Calen and I's work, and he was super stoked to meet us. But even more so, I was really stoked to meet him. Just his story is definitely groundbreaking, inspiring. What he wants to do in the future is help people be able to believe in themselves, help people with disabilities. I'm more inspired by him than he could be inspired by Calen and I. So definitely check him out. Quick fun fact, that video that you guys are about to watch actually got second place on the Jump Fest Film Festival. So the film festival from Tit Jam. Let's check that out.
Alright, before we close out this episode, our topic of discussion, conversation, where just me and Austin kind of give our thoughts and minds about some random topic in general about the parkour community. It could be about anything, but today's topic is going to be on just what the general perception is of the parkour community from the general public. So what the general public thinks about the parkour community, thinks about people who do parkour. And to start this off, I wanted to also point out a video that Austin did on his channel that's actually got quite a few views now, but it's basically his interaction with a cop while he was out doing parkour. And, you know, in case they haven't seen that video, tell us a little bit about like what happened.
So inside that video, what basically happened, I was dragging a mattress to a bank, probably not the smartest idea, but so I was just training there, I was training a new trick, and then out of nowhere this cop drives up and was saying somebody called because they were concerned that I was trying to rob the bank. Which turned out to be really funny. I told him exactly what I was doing. I told him I was doing parkour, he asked me to do it, and so I showed him, and that was basically the entire video. He let me off really easy because I wasn't doing anything wrong. But I think the general perception when people would see like parkour cops video would be like, okay, this guy's gonna be running away from the cops because he does parkour. And I guess the general perception of parkour, or basically whenever I'm out training and somebody walks up, they'll be like, parkour, parkour. Sometimes it'll sound like parkour, parkour. Or I do like a Webster front flip and then they'll be like, oh my gosh, that was such a cool backflip, you know? And I guess the stereotype is that we're like these super crazy bad A's that like run from the cops and do all these crazy roof gaps and stuff, but in reality we're just, like we were talking about earlier, just practitioners of just a lifestyle, and we just learned so many different philosophies and concepts, and we just have grown to be much wiser just because of that.
Yeah, I think it also has a lot to do with the age demographic of who's watching the videos. You know, young kids think we're ninjas or superheroes, think everyone who does parkour is awesome, so they get into parkour. But then you look at like older generations, older people, some of them are cool, down with it, but that's where you start to see more misunderstanding and not really knowing what we're doing. And hopefully with videos like that, Parkour EDU and things like that, that we can start creating this transparent view into our world that it's not just another extreme sport. Maybe to some people it is an extreme sport, but that's the beauty of it, is to each individual there's like there's more to it. As we just keep progressing as a community, and as we're always constantly trying to leave no trace and to, you know, be respectful like Austin was when the cop showed up. He didn't try to say, hey, I'm filming you and so I know my rights, you know. That immediately would have put the cop on like, well, I don't like this kid, so I'm going to be a jerk to him. For the most part, if you're always respectful to the places you're at, the people you talk to, it'll really create a positive image for yourself and the parkour community in general.
And a little magic tip, always greet the cop before they greet you. So be like, hey, how's it going? You'll see that's exactly what I did. And then also don't say, am I getting kicked out of here or something, you know, or am I being arrested? No, just have a good conversation with them.
I think those are our thoughts on it. Let us know in the comments what you think about the general interactions with the general public and the parkour community, what your experiences have been in dealing with cops or security or anything like that. And as a reminder, you can let me know about news or videos or anything else by emailing me at worldofstreetstunts@gmail.com. And otherwise, remember to subscribe to Austin's channel, subscribe to my channel for more news videos, tutorials, parkour training videos, and thanks for watching. Peace out.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right. So, oh crap, sorry again.
So good.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's good.
My bad. Bloopers. Bloop.